Hey everyone, my name is Cory Miller and I am the founder of Team Vibe, and this is the I'm a New Coach, Now What video series. So in this video, we're going to talk about social media basics. So I get it. There's so many social media outlets out there. There's Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. Which one should you pick? Well, let me tell you this. First of all, you do not need to be a master in every single one of those. It's not like you signed up to be a coach and all of a sudden you need to be blasting stuff all over every single social media outlet and feel overwhelmed. That's not what it's all about. Master one social media outlet, and then once you have that mastered, move on to the next one. That's my suggestion. For the purposes of the Coach Basics group, though, we are going to be focusing on how to build your business through Facebook. So you're going to be learning a ton through your Coach Basics group, don't worry. But I wanted to present to you some things to think about right now as a new coach, brand new coach, some things to think about on how to go about posting on Facebook. Number one, if you haven't been in the fitness industry or really posting a lot about fitness up until this point, do not feel like you need to barf Beachbody or barf health and fitness all over your friends and family. That's not what it's all about. You need to ease your way in there. Maybe only one post a day is going to be about your own fitness journey. As you go along in your coaching business, it may increase to more, but it doesn't have to be all the time. It doesn't have to be all Beachbody all day, all right? So know that. Number two, you should be posting. I usually post about 2 to 3 times per day. You can post anywhere from 2 to 5 times per day, but think quality over quantity. So let me explain that. What you don't want to do is just find a cool picture on Pinterest and plop it up there and with nothing else said. What you always have to think to yourself, what value am I adding by posting something? Because your goal is to get likes, comments, and shares. The reason being is that Facebook has something called affinity or popularity. So let me give you an example. You have a post that you think is really cool, but you post it and there's crickets and you're like, what the heck is going on? There could be several different reasons. Number one, your post just may not be that cool. It may not be as cool as you think it is. Number two, it may be the time of the day. Just because you're up at 5 a.m. doing your workouts does not mean that everybody else is up at 5 a.m. So what happens is when you post something and it doesn't get a lot of comments or likes or shares, Facebook says, oh, well, that's not a cool post, so we're not going to have it hit as many of their friends' news feeds. It just doesn't show it to as many people. I know that's crazy and it's a hard concept to grasp, but what your goal is to post quality content. And you can post quality content by being real, by being you, and by being genuine and creative. So again, instead of just finding a cool picture on Pinterest and plopping it up there with nothing else said, what does that say about you? Nothing. If you do use a quote or something like that without a photo, which I don't do that often, I'm going to be honest with you. If you do something like that, why are you posting that? What was your reason behind wanting to post that day? What are your thoughts? What are you going to tell your friends and family about that quote? So you always have to figure out, how are you adding value? How are you sharing your story in your posts? People want to see you. Your followers want to see you, your face, not somebody else's stuff. They want to see your stuff. I'm not saying that you always have to reinvent the wheel. You can get some great ideas from Pinterest, and I do this all the time. If you go back through my page, you'll see that. I get this all the time. I get some cool quotes, and I may take a picture of myself working out and add that quote on top of the picture of myself working out. And then when I post it, post why or what the lesson was or what value I'm trying to add to somebody that's a friend of mine on my Facebook page. I know that you're going to hear a lot about this, especially during the Coach Basics group. But the reason being is that putting yourself out there, sharing your story, even getting a little vulnerable, even touching, spots that you don't necessarily want to share. That's what's going to get people to want to work with you versus another coach or another, go to another product or whatnot. What I don't want to see all the time is, here's me with my Shakeology. I'm drinking my Shakeology cup. Here's my T25. Here's my Pio. It doesn't need to be all Beachbody named things. Even when you are posting about your workout, you can post about your workout without saying, this is exactly what I did. Does that make sense? Because what you don't want to come across is being salesy and pushing something. You guys see that in your newsfeed. You see your newsfeed with other, with some of your friends that are maybe involved with other companies, and they're posting boom, 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 pictures and pictures and, just labels all the time. And to me, I'm just immediately like, I feel like they're trying to push something on me. We're not all about that. We're about a lifestyle. So show your lifestyle, share your story. And again, we're going to be talking a lot about this in the Coach Basics group, but that's important to remember, super important to remember. Also, another tip about when you post something and then make sure if somebody else is in the picture, you tag them, because other people, that's going to appear on their page, okay? Now, if you post something and you want other people to see it, you can always post it in the comment section. That way, your post is not appearing on their page, but they're going to see that post. That way, they can comment and like on it. Also, when somebody does comment on your post, make sure you hit that reply button and you tag them in the reply. So many times people get so many notifications in their Facebook that they forget that they commented on your post and they forget to go back to it. Tag them so they go back to it. Because what happens is the more comments you get under your post, including your own comments, the more you get, the more popular your post is going to be, the more people that are going to see your post. It's all about figuring out how to make sure more eyes see your post. So those are just some basics of social media, okay? Again, you're going to learn more about this. I know I've said that several times throughout this video. You're going to learn more about this. But before you do, definitely just kind of figure out times of day. This is something you can start right away. Figure out times of day that are popular for your friends and family. A lot of times it's trial and error. Post something, at noon. Do you get a lot of people that like or comment on it? Post something at 5 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, whatever. Figure out what is working for you. Strategize what is working for you, because I can't tell you what's going to work for you because we don't have the same friends list. Start strategizing now. So those are just some basics of social media. We'll continue to learn more. We're continuing to learn with this video training series, and I know we'll be talking soon.